for projects. In this video, we are going to explain about the project, which is State Government Fund Allocation and Tracking System over Blockchain. Introduction of the project. The project addresses the pervasive issue of low-level corruption within government funding process. Such corruption is often hard to trace and hinders the progress and efficient allocation of state resources. In the past, government funding has relied on traditional centralized systems which are vulnerable to corruption and lack transparency. The drawbacks include difficulties in tracking funds, identifying a single source of truth, and ensuring secure and tamper-proof transactions. To combat these issues, the project introduces blockchain technology. It leverages blockchain's inherent features like decentralization, transparency, and immutability to provide a more secure and accountable system for managing government funding and projects. A blockchain is a decentralized, distributed, and public digital ledger that is used to record transactions across many computers so that records cannot be altered without the alteration of all subsequent blocks and the consensus of the network. Various blockchain types like Ethereum, Bitcoin, Stellar, and Ripple exist, each with distinct features, governance models, and use cases. This project utilizes Ethereum, known for more than transactions recording. It supports smart contracts that autonomously manages like data storage and retrieval without central authority. Ethereum strengths include tab creation, an engaged developer community, security enhancements, and compatibility with other blockchain projects. Objectives of the project. The objective of the project is to enhance transparency and the accountability by developing a blockchain-based platform for tracking government fund allocation, ensuring that all financial transactions are securely recorded and immutable, fostering trust in the allocation process. The goal of the project is to streamline government fund allocation process by implementing an automated reporting system, making them more convenient and efficient. This automation reduces administrative overhead, accelerates reporting, and minimizes the potential for errors. The objective of this project is to centralize funding data and automate report generation, increasing transparency in a charitable foundations. This centralization of information ensures that donors and stakeholders have easy access to comprehensive view of philanthropic activities. The primary goal of this project is to create a corruption-resistant government fund allocation procedure by utilizing blockchain technology, ensuring transparency and security at all stages. This will help in preventing corruption and fraudulent activities while maintaining a verifiable record of every transaction. The project aims to enhance security and integrity by employing cryptographic hashing on transaction data within the blockchain system. This process transforms data into irreversible fixed-length string, serving as a digital seal to prevent unauthorized access and tampering, thus ensuring the utmost data security and integrity. To implement this project, we need hardware and software requirements. Coming to hardware requirements, we need processor of 5 and above, RAM of 8 GB and above, and ROM of 25 GB and above. Coming to software requirements, we need Node.js and Python of 3.7.0 version and Visual Studio Community version. To implement this project, we have designed various modules in the methodology. The first module is New Organization Sign Up. In this module, a new organization can sign up to participate in the system. Organizations typically provide their details, including name, contact information, and other required credentials. After signing up, the organization is registered in the system and gains access to their account for further interactions. Coming to the next module, which is Organization Login. Registered organizations can log in using their credentials. This action grants them access to their accounts within the system. Once logged in, organizations can perform various functions like viewing transaction history. In this, we have a submodule which is View Transaction. This module allows organizations to view transaction records related to their account. The next module is State Government Login. The state government officials and administrators log into the system using their respective credentials. This login enables them to access a broader range of functions, including adding funds to the system, allocating funds to specific projects, viewing transaction records, and managing organizations. In this, we have submodules. Add amount. State government users, after logging in, can add funds to the system. This process typically involves specifying the amount, funding source, and other relevant information. The added funds become part of the total available for allocation to various projects. Allocate fund. State government administrators utilize this module to allocate funds to specific projects or initiatives. They can specify the project, the amount to be allocated, and any associated details. This process ensures that funds are distributed according to the government's priorities and policies. View transaction. Similar to the organization's view transaction module, state government officials can also view transaction records but on a broader scale. They can monitor the flow of funds, allocation to various projects and expenditures within government fund allocation system. View organization module. State government users can access this module to view the details of registered organizations. They can review the information, status, and activities of each organization participating in the fund allocation system. Blockchain integration. The project leverages blockchain technology to create a platform for tracking government fund allocation, ensuring transparency and accountability in the financial transactions. This integration of blockchain enhances the security and immutability of transaction records, thereby fostering trust in the fund allocation process. Blockchain technology is utilized to establish a government fund allocation procedure that is resistant to corruption and fraud, providing transparency and security at each stage of the allocation process. This ensures that funds are distributed fairly and without tampering, bolstering public confidence in the system. Cryptographically hashed data is incorporated into the blockchain system to strengthen the security and integrity of transaction information, making it resistant to unauthorized access and data tampering, thereby ensuring the utmost level of data security and reliability in the project. Ganache is a local Ethereum blockchain emulator used for development and testing of Ethereum smart contracts, allowing developers to simulate an Ethereum network on their local machines. In Ganache server, developers can create Ethereum accounts with private keys for testing, simulate transactions and interactions with smart contracts, monitor transaction details, gas usage, and execution logs. Ganache emulates an Ethereum blockchain consisting of a series of blocks. Each block contains recorded transactions and has a unique block number. These blocks serves to validate and record transactions and interactions in the simulated Ethereum network. Ganache is utilized in this project to retrieve information stored on the local Ethereum blockchain, including data related to government fund allocation, project details, fund recipients, and various transactions or interactions within the state government's blockchain based on allocation and tracking system. For execution of the project, first we need to open the code folder which contains source code files. This is the code folder of the project. This is the contracts file. This file consists of a Solidity code. It handles data structures, functions, and events with modifiers for validation. Here we have static folder, which contains files related to CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap files. These files contribute to the visual and interactive aspects of the application. Here we have templates folder. Within this folder, we will find all the HTML pages used throughout the project. It includes pages like index.html, home.html, and more, representing various sections of the website. Here we have app.py file. This .py file contains the information related to front-end logic. It includes code written in Python that handles server-side operations such as processing user requests, interacting with the database, and generating dynamic content that to be rendered in the HTML templates. For execution of the project, first we need to host the server. For that, I'm opening Ganache. So here we can see that server has been hosted. Now we will get back to the code folder. This is the run.bat file. Instead of executing the project through command line interface, we have created this Windows bash file. Now we need to double click on it to start the Flask server. Flask framework will host the application locally at the default address, which is localhost, and the port. Now we need to copy this local link provided by the framework and paste it in any web browser. I prefer Google Chrome, so I'll paste it in that. So here we need to paste the link and click on enter. So here we can see that web page of the project is displayed in the browser, and this web page is built by using the Flask framework. Here we can see various links which are state government login, organization login and new organization sign up here link. As a state government official, we will log into the account to manage fund allocation and tracking. For that, we need to click on state government login. Here we need to provide credentials of the state government official, which is the username and the password. So I'm giving username and the password of state government official and clicking on login. We can see that state government official has logged in successfully. And here we can see various links which are add amount, allocate fund, view transactions, view organizations and log out. Now we need to click on add amount to infuse additional funds into the system. So I'm clicking on add amount. Here we need to enter the exact amount that I have to add. So I'm adding 1 lakh amount. And now we need to click on submit. After confirming the action, the system records the added funds, updating the available balance. So here we can see that amount added successfully. Now we will log out and sign up as the organization. For that we need to click on log out. And now we need to click on new organization sign up. Here we need to enter all the provided essential details of the organization. So here I'm giving the organization username, password of the organization, contact number, email ID, address, and now we need to click on submit. So here we can see that organization sign up is completed and details are saved in the blockchain. For checking the fluctuations of the ETH price with each transaction, we need to open the MetaMask. So I'm opening the MetaMask. MetaMask is a browser extension and mobile wallet facilitating Ethereum account management and dApp interactions. ETH price fluctuations result from supply and demand influenced by market dynamics, speculation, utility network activity, global events, investor sentiment, and technical factors. So here we can see that ETH price is reducing for each transaction. Now we will get back to the web application and now we will again log in as a state government. So I'm clicking on state government login. Here again we need to provide the credentials which are the username and the password. Now we need to click on allocate fund to distribute funds to specific organizations or projects. Here we need to specify the recipient organization name and the designated amount that to be allocated. So here I'm allocating 25,000 and the name of the organization is the Metro. And now we need to click on submit. So here we can see that money sent successfully. Registered organizations log into their account to check their fund transactions and allocations. So for checking fund transactions and allocations, we need to log out and log in as the organization. So I'm clicking on organization login. Here we need to specify the credentials which are the username and the password. So I'm giving username and the password and click on login. So now we need to click on view transactions to access the transaction. So I'm clicking on view transactions. So here organization can view his name, received amount, transaction date and time, and transaction details. As we perform some more transactions, so we will check how much Ethereum price has been decreased in the MetaMask. So here we can see that the price has been decreased. There is no much decrease in the price because the transactions are very less. Now we will log out and log in as state government official. So here I am specifying the credentials. Now we need to click on view transaction link to monitor the flow funds and verify the integrity of transactions. So here the government can access the total balance, transaction amount, transaction date and time, organization name who received the money, and transaction details. So here we can see that it has allocated 75,000 to RTC and 75,000 to Metro. Now again we will click on state government screen. And now we will click on view organization link so that we can access information about the organizations registered in the system. So here we can see the organization username, password of the organization, phone number, email ID, and the address. In this manner, the state government can manage fund allocation and tracking system, ensuring that funds are allocated transparently and accountably while overseeing the activities of participating organizations. Now we will log out. So now we will open the Ganesh and see how the data has been stored in blocks. So here we can see the data has been stored in different blocks and each block is defined with different number, and here we can see date and time at which block is stored. So now if we open the block number 25, here we have the transaction hash and the block hash. If we open the transaction hash, it will redirect to transactions. Here we can see transaction data, and here we can see sent address. We can see to contract address, gas used, gas price, gas limit, and mined in block. The data will be stored permanently in these blocks and we can retrieve the data whenever we want. Now we will close this Ganesh. Conclusion of the project. Through the incorporation of blockchain technology, the project effectively elevates transparency and accountability in the management of government fund allocation and tracking. Empowering charitable foundations reap the benefits of centralized donation data and automated report generation, leading to heightened transparency and streamlined management of philanthropic activities. Fortifying security and integrity, the adoption of blockchain technology strengthens security and resilience against corruption within government's fund allocation process, instilling public confidence in the system's reliability. Ensuring data integrity, the utilization of cryptographically hashed data within the blockchain system serves as a robust guarantee for the integrity and security of transaction information, ultimately amplifying the trustworthiness and credibility of financial transactions.
Thank you for watching video. For more projects please visit our website www.trueprojects.in. For updates on latest project videos, please visit True Projects YouTube channel and subscribe.